Hello, my dear gardeners. Look at this. I came from the store and I acquired some goodies for the garden. So let me share with you what I bought and where I'm going to place them in the garden to make it beautiful. And then I will do it. So look at this. The first one. I bought 2 more shepherd hooks, and we have a local store, Hobby Lobby, an excellent store. I love it. And everything spring, I think spring shop is 50% off there. So shepherd hooks, $3. This one was full price. All this is half price, 50% off. And look at this. Doesn't it look good? To put on my patio. Majority of these things are going to go to my patio because I want to make it nice and extra interesting there, where the visitors and me including, we will go in and we will just study little details. I love to do that when I go in people's gardens. When those gardens have cute details, I just stand there and I study the picture. Why is this picture so beautiful? So here, look at this. Even to put something like this here among all these faded blooms, right? Wouldn't that look good? And have a tiny little pot there and a plant, and then this little door opens up. Oh my gosh, this is the cutest one. Okay, so this thing, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. Maybe this little bird cage will go to the back patio. So I bought 2 shepherd hooks, and they, you can see they're designed to go into the ground, but I'm going to tie them to this area here. Look at this. Look at my patio, how beautiful everything is in the sun. Oh my gosh, I love it. This floss flower, magnificent. I'm so impressed by it. The only negative I can find with floss flower is it doesn't really attract a lot of pollinators, unfortunately, you know. Okay, so shepherd's hooks. Imagine somewhere here at the back, and I will tie it. Maybe somewhere here, also tie it. I have to trim the willow here, or maybe even here. I don't know. I'm going to play with that and see how it will look, and put little bird cages with little plants on them. So good. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so this is one. Now look at these things here. They were also 50% off. Not sure where I'm going to put them. Maybe at the back against the wattle fence, just over the sofa. And I don't like how dark they are, so probably I will intentionally age these panels, maybe paint them in the grayish, that vintage grayish, silvery white color, and protect it from the rain, right, from the elements, because this is wood and it's like a house decor. So I will spray it with several layers of moisture protection. And maybe, you see, they have these 2 holes here. So it's a good thing to put a little pot here with some evergreen here, maybe. I'm thinking to myself, something shade-loving green, and put it on that wattle fence. That's a nice little project. So I bought 2 of them to kind of make a set. I think they will look really good there. So this is second acquisition. This little growing backdrop for plants will be good in my vegetable garden, or maybe somewhere even at the patio. We will see. I like the color, how it looks. And look at this. I always admired these windows, and I always wanted to have them in my garden, but there's one but. Birds and mirrors are not friends, because they think that they can fly through, right? And very often they go through our windows, not through windows. They bump against our windows here in our sunroom, because the window is facing another window through the room, and they think that they can fly through because they see another window. But here, I think that these panels are too narrow for birds to go through, and I think this will work in my garden at the patio here. So just imagine here, look at this. Just imagine here. This is so interesting to organize and replant. Look at this. I like it. This is so good. You know what? I should have bought two of them to put on both sides of the window. Wow, yeah. Maybe I should have bought two of them. You know what? If I like it and I put it here, somewhere here, you see, and I like them, I will go ahead and buy another one and put it on this side as well. We will see, but this is my acquisition, also 50% off. I'm not sure why. Always wanted it, so finally I will have it in my garden. And the next one. Look at these. Very lovely, tall, again 50% off, obelisks. They're black. What I'm going to do, I was thinking about it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to spray them in grayish silvery color again. And they are going to be excellent for my vegetable garden. Maybe I'm not going to use them now, but I have some peas growing in the back raised beds. So this is an excellent thing for the pea to climb up. And I like how tall they are. Again, inexpensive. Well, they're kind of skinny a little bit, kind of tiny, teeny tiny, flimsy. But if I will have a protective coating on them, they're going to serve me for many years in the garden. And I like how they're black. They're not those bright colors. I kind of don't like artificial colors in the garden. So these, look at these two of them, beautiful. I wanted something tall. I have in my back patio, I have shorter ones, maybe this size, very durable, fitting in my garden well. I like those. So now I got two taller ones. Love it. And the last acquisition, here it is, a little greenhouse, the cutest thing ever. Look at this. You open the door, you put a little bit of a little pot and a little succulent there, which will be very happy to grow in the sun outside in dry conditions, right? And then I bring it for the winter, I bring it inside and put it in my sunroom. Also protected, dry conditions, what succulents like, and it looks super good. And what I thought, how it will work in other settings, when we have dinners outside, I can bring it and put it on the table and have it as a centerpiece on the table among all the dishes. It will look also very nice. So this is it. This is my latest acquisition. And this is what I want to do with my, with this section here. I was looking, and I really don't know if I should do that. You see these pots, which I made from artificial wicker? They are so durable. They're going to serve me for many years, and I like how they look. But recently I had a feeling that I would love to spray paint them in grayish silvery color, but I'm not sure if I would regret that decision. So let me know. We have this yellow background, you know, so I'm not sure how that will work. So let's do the voting. Should I leave those in the color as they are, or should I spray paint them and turn everything into this vintage grayish feel here among all the plants? So that's for the vote. I really don't want to do it and then regret it. So we will see what you say, right? And look, these little decorative elements, they add so much interest to the garden. They add fun. So garden is not only this land where you have to do chores and make it all looking nice, but there is fun stuff going on. All right, so let me put my apron on and try to organize this area and see what we can do. In order to weatherproof my glass window, I wanted to take the mirror out, spray my frame with the clear sealant, Rust-Oleum clear matte sealant, and then put protect the window and then put it back. But I ran into a problem. This window is glued in for good, together with the wood, so I cannot take it out. So I am considering to spray put this clear finish on everything, glass and frame. This will make probably the window maybe matte looking. I never did it before, so I'm really struggling with the decision to do it or not, because once it's done, it's going to alter the look of the mirror for good, and I wouldn't be able to fix it or change it. Well, next day, this is my display here. We had a very strong, beautiful rain at night, so I was wondering how my window is doing. The wood got wet, so I didn't want it to be so labor intensive, this project, but once I'm in, I'm in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the clear sealant, and with my fingers I will seal all these edges. And it has already 3 layers of matte spraying. And then I'm going to do again heavy spraying on both sides to make sure that it is waterproof and it's not going to be done in one season, because I want this decorational element to last in my garden. And I decided not to go with the same design on another side because I don't want to drill into shingles. You see how I put it here on the support here, so it's very seasonal decor and I don't want any holes to be here. And as you can see, there is a new very charming inhabitant here, which is new here. I bought it. And by the way, one viewer was telling me that you talk to your plants as if they are humans. That's creepy. And my answer is, haha, there are so many humans in my garden, literally hundreds of them. So a new inhabitant, a very handsome fellow, is Alberta spruce. And this guy is tiny tower dwarf. Well, I always wanted to have these small spruces to grow them in containers in the garden because they're hardy to minus 30, I believe, Fahrenheit. They can overwinter all right in containers, so they are excellent. Keeping their tight shape and just enlarging an inch or two a year, and I can always trim it and keep it this way. But in order for him to fit here well, I need to make him a nice little container here, maybe a little bit bigger than he is. Otherwise, look how nicely he fits in here with its beautiful conical shape. By the way, it's a natural shape for this dwarf Alberta spruce. It was discovered, it wasn't created with the help of hybridization. It was discovered as a spot, I believe, at the beginning of the 19th century, and look how beautiful it is. So this is a new introduction. As you remember, I had this willow on that side. I am taking it away. I mean, it's going to be on a different place, but what it's doing here, this poor willow, you know, willows are very thirsty trees, right? So this willow is not really doing well in a small container without a saucer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trim it because I want it to branch well and make a nice little head here of all this light foliage. And you can see that willow is struggling with drought. The edges of the leaves are kind of dry and the interior leaves are drying out, so my willow is struggling. It's not fair for this plant. I'm going to replant it, find it a nice deep saucer, and will water it well. This way my willow will live. But for now, it's going to be here. All right. And the last plant, which I bought just yesterday, let me show you. And I'm hoping that this beautiful Acaveria will find a home in my little glass greenhouse. Little glass greenhouse lived through the rain. Let me see if there are many drops of water. Not many, but there is condensation. So I'm not sure how happy Acaveria will be there. We will see. There is a drop of water right in the center here, and it looks like a little jewel. You see, in the center of Acaveria. But this is going to be a project for another day because I want to make a cement container for this beauty, and I already know how I'm going to do it. And then we will place it here. In case my Acaveria is not happy there, I'm going to put moss, green moss, moisture, full of moisture environment will be, I think, very good for moss. Otherwise, in my garden, I don't really want to water moss all the time to keep it green and nice, but here moss will live just fine and will have a nice display. Right, so that's it for now. I'm going to enjoy this beautiful corner. We have 2 basils. By the way, those 2 basils already created a beautiful pesto dinner. And unfortunately, they will always look like this, cut down, because I'm harvesting basil all the time. And the scent is just magnificent, together with my wonderful rosemary. By the way, my rosemary is ready to blossom. I have to tell my husband not to harvest this branch because I want to see those light blue flowers. Lovely. I love now this corner. I love. My dear gardeners, I will see you in our next video. Happy gardening.